Hi, hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Today, I just want to talk about and remind people, right? I know despite the price increase now in cryptocurrency led by Bitcoin, I just want to highlight that, right? What are the fundamental reasons, right, that one should actually own crypto? And if you, that's for people who do not yet own, or for people who already own, why is the fundamental value of in continue to hold and just sustain it, right? Now, two main reasons I see. One is, of course, the returns, right? The other thing is really it is an uncorrelated asset to the traditional asset that you have. And second, which is for humanitarian reasons, right? Let's go to the first one first. This is data collected by Xfox, which is an institutional grade research paper, and now they have actual very good data, and in their site, right, Xfox, you can actually check them out. They have actually detailed out, they have sourced the data from 8 reputable exchanges, including Binance, Coinbase, and so forth, and have detailed out their methodology of how they get this data. And they took the month of May, because what happened was month of May was exactly when the trade war between US and China really heightened the tension, really heightened, and that really then showed the value of Bitcoin in such a situation. And if this kind of a situation is to continue, especially with the upcoming recession and so forth, then cryptocurrencies leading by the example of Bitcoin will continue to even exhibit even more value. Now, this chart, what it shows is that basically, right, is the change in prices, of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the blue line, red line is the Ethereum. So these two represents crypto. Gold is the yellow, and green is the S&P 500. You can see that, of course, in the month of May, especially after the height of the tension of the trade war, the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum really increases, right? You can see this uptrend here. Whereas for gold and the equity represented by S&P 500 index is actually below the zero line. That means it's actually fallen, right? People have actually switched their preference to holding crypto instead of gold and equity. That's just really what this means. This chart is again very useful. What it plots is the correlation between the various asset class. So if you look at the first column is actually Bitcoin, and if you look down, the correlation between Bitcoin and equity is minus 0.9. It's really almost minus 1. That just means that it is really negatively correlated. That means when equity market is to go down, which is normally the case with recession, with trade war, or with a war coming, things like that, or with anything bad happening in the economy, people are basically, the Bitcoin prices have tend to go up, right? And so this is the correlation chart, right? And this is over time. It's very interesting. You can see that Bitcoin to S&P, the correlation, actually it was holding quite close to 1 before the height of the tension of the trade war, but it has really go down to minus 1. It is very interesting, this chart, right, that it has gone down to so much over the just the month of May, and it's exactly exemplified by this event, right? This economic event, this political risk event. Reason number 2, right, that I want to remind everyone is really what's the fundamental value of something new, so advanced like crypto, something you cannot see and touch, but yet it provides so much value. One is because of the returns we talked about just now, right? The other thing is really this Oxfam, which is in a humanitarian reasons, and it's the first time that Oxfam actually adopts crypto, right? That they are giving out they are doing a charitable giving in Vanuatu via cryptocurrencies. Why? Because they realize that these people, they need cash the most in times of difficulty, but to give out cash in this kind of areas is risky and expensive. Here it exactly says that. So cryptocurrency is the very good medium to use to eliminate this risk and also prevent potential crimes. And also because of the transparency nature of the blockchain, right? It is just perfect for reasons like this, that people who need it most will get the money. So the other reason, back to the returns reason, just want to highlight again is that why is the so this is really good reasons, I believe, right? If anything you can do good, and also you can earn the returns, which is perfect, right? And why would something like crypto, Bitcoin thrive or thrive in times of difficulty in the economy. Why? Because, right, Federal Reserve Chairman has actually mentioned again in the recent note that, if there was ever another upcoming crisis or recession, that they will be, they will want to remove the word unconventional measure of reducing the interest rates of quantitative easing. They say that it's no longer unconventional. That means that they basically will resort back to those measures, right, in times of the next crisis and the next crisis and crisis, right? So basically that just means, again, it reinforces what everyone who understands crypto, understands money, believe that it just reaffirmed that, right? Basically, that the government, when in times of necessary difficulties, that they will continue to print money to, board up the economy. That means to support the economy via interest rates cuts, via, increasing supply of money, just so that the interest rate is artificially low and people can borrow and invest, and continue to prop up the economy that way. But that's exactly the problem, because of this kind of continuous increase in money that has no cap, no limit, that make money, the paper money today, right, so worthless, right? In fact, there's a fiatmarketcap.com, right, which I talk about in yesterday's video, that shows you how worthless is all the paper money today versus Bitcoin. Yeah, and again, this just shows that, and when you stack against a Bitcoin, their capped supply of 21 million units and the halvening effect, halvening award happening next May next year. So that again emphasizes how valuable something like Bitcoin is versus something like your paper money, right? And that is again highlighted during times of crisis, and that is why no wonder the correlation really it dropped drastically, right, from almost like you swing the pendulum from almost a positive one to -1 in times of heightened crisis. Yeah, so that's what I have for today. Just want to remind everyone out there, what is the fundamental value? One is returns. Second is, so that your purchasing power of your money doesn't erode, that you have a good hedge. And third, for humanitarian reasons, right? So for all that, it is then worthwhile. Just want to remind everyone, whether you have or you don't have, again, not financial advice, this is just based on the facts out there. Yeah, so that's what I have for today. Hope you're having a great day. All the best in your crypto holdings, and I will speak to you tomorrow. Thank you so much for your time.